Hit all of the buttons.
Visible mouse cursor.
Oh man, I never noticed that Saint Traft is looking down at his own Avacyn symbol like, my
Yeah.
god, I am stuck with this forever because I am a ghost.
Yeah, ghosts don't get to like change clothes, so Saint Traft must really regret this decision.
So
Like,
like he's either looking at the symbol or looking at all the candles he has around. It's like
how am
I
I
could
going to make my
swear that
budget this month?
I could swear I had more candles. Counting them again and
Yeah.
again, but it just doesn't. Ah,
12?
whatever.
Ah, fine.
Ooh, or maybe he's aiming his sword at a nearby mouse. So he's like, okay, I'm gonna get that sucker.
Okay,
Here,
yeah,
because it looks like
right
it
here.
does look like he's gonna like stab something.
Like right there,
Right,
there's like
wait,
a.
right? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Geist of Saint Traft. Like I said before, I'm much happier seeing Geist of Saint Traft showing off the vintage cube than Brago, the Eternal King, or whatever. Like,
Oh, right.
this card nobody
Because
plays.
no one has ever played in any format. But Brago, you see, has Eternal in his name, which Vintage is an Eternal format. So if you follow the careful web of information that they've left behind, you can finally figure out that they don't know what the hell about
All the clues lead to one conclusion.
it's like this gigantic cork board with pins and little strings all over it, and right in the center is this is dumb. Like, I figured you out.
I love it. All right.
Gotten
Well,
to the bottom.
what we are here today for is the full block Ravnica draft, not the
Yeah,
vintage cube.
dig 'em, get a gritter.
Uh, yeah, that one. And if I hover over it, it says in the box.
Ah, that's good. That's a good tool tip.
Yeah, thank you for
But,
explaining what I'm hovering over.
mm-hmm.
But yeah, this is what we're here for. There will be vintage cube drafts in the future and such. It's just that literally it's around until Magfest, so I've got some time.
Ah.
Yeah.
So I spent some time
Uh-huh.
researching this format.
Oh.
And I learned that there are two guilds, and both of them are Gruul. And that you should pick normally. And I'm lying. I didn't actually research anything about this format.
Look, I've done meticulous research in this format, and it did come to the conclusion that 4 mana 5/5s are pretty good
With Flash.
with Flash. Also in the guild that has populate as its keyword.
Wait, didn't they take out some of the cards with that keyword though?
No, they took out a pump spell from Celestia.
Okay. Well,
Well, let's
I guess.
actually, I don't actually know if there are cards removed from Dragon's Maze, like this set. We have Goblin Test Pilot, who does not have Pilot as a creature type.
Sad. He has the fancy pants though.
Yeah.
He's ready to share candy canes with kids.
Rot Farm.
Carnage.
Look at me.
What a silly card.
Yep. Okay, but
A lot of these feel like leftovers from first time around Ravnica.
that's kind of how this set plays out, is because it not only is a small set, it's a small set that cares about 10 guilds, so there's not a lot of room to breathe. So, all right, well, we have a bear with a generic pump ability, like, okay, bear that gets better in the late game. We have profit and loss. That's not really that great. Protect and serve.
That also seems kind of poor.
Yeah. Honestly, it might just be this generic person on a dog. Wolf.
Ah, Elf Knight.
Like,
5 mana 4/6.
either that or the Crowl Warrior. Maybe that's more important.
How about Orzhov Cluestone?
We're gonna see like 1,000 clue stones.
Okay.
I'm sure of that. See, here's Celestia.
Oh, fine.
Well, no,
I guess we'll see.
no. Here's the thing. There's 10 clue stones at common in this set with about 50 commons. So you see about 3 on average in a pack. It's really dumb. Oh, what's this Gorgon do?
Use the Gorgon. That sounds like you want to be in Simic. So that you can, like, evolve again to get the counter back.
Yeah, like that's a Simic pile.
Yeah.
Oh, turn and burn. We could pick up Cluestone or maybe like a gate off-color gatekeepers.
Oh man, Drown in Filth is like the only removal spell in this set.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yep, and it doesn't even work, basically. I don't know. Maybe I'll just pick the gate.
Gates.
Gates. Let's pick up gates.
Pick up lots of gates and have mazes end, and then wait, win the game.
Win the game.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
This sounds stupid. I love it.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Oh my god! So we're gonna somehow have 10 gates in like a 17 land deck.
Yeah. So we're gonna want to pick up every gate we can. We're gonna want to, and we'll also be playing 5-color.
Mm-hmm. Perfect, beautiful. I love it.
And we'll need cards like these around.
Oh right, the Pillarfield Ox set.
I don't care if this doesn't work. I do not care.
Gates. Okay.
Everyone's telling me to don't do it.
All of the gates. We already have one gate. We can have another.
Okay.
So many gates.
All right.
It's not like we're playing Blast of Genius or like a walking penis. What is that? Woodlock Crawler? It even has wood in the name.
The card itself is actually fine.
Okay. I'm guessing they made a cycle of those. No, you can't just give forest like land walk to everything.
No, this isn't the cycle like per se, but it is like part of a. This is a Dimir uncommon, and there is a. All right. Any other gates? No other gates. All right. But we could pick up gatekeepers because we're definitely gonna have a lot of gates.
If you control 2 or more gates, gate tribal. I did not imagine that we would be gate tribal. What about Blaze Commando? How much does he cost actually?
So it's
5?
5/3 for 5, and whenever a instant sorcery deals damage, okay.
Huh. Nope. Nope, not as exciting as the gates.
No.
Riot Piker!
Riot Piker.
What does he have?
Yes, Riot Piker.
Why does he keep attacking?
I'll see you on the replay, Gnome. I love it. Oop, okay, we can pick up Ceruli Gatekeeper. That's good.
Or Smelt Ward Gatekeepers.
This is threaten on a Gatekeeper.
That's kind of cute. I see what you mean about the clue stones. Okay.
Yeah, not only are they everywhere, but they're not a really high pick.
What is Maw of the Obsidian? I remember that being like good. Sacrifice a creature. Yeah. That's like so-so. You need a lot of tokens for that to be good.
Yeah. I also feel like we have way too few gates, but we have 2 more packs to fix that, and we can keep picking up Ubulsar Gatekeepers in the meantime. Basically, here's the cool part here. Even if this, like, fails, which it's likely to, this is likely to just, like, not go anywhere and not actually contain all 10 gates in the deck, I feel like we can just salvage it into a good, like, Abzan color. Abzan, yeah, the green, white, black. We pick up a number of gates, we use these to, like, come back from an early game, and then beat down with our top end. Yeah, that's basically it, so... Maze Sentinel.
Uh, I remember liking Hired Torturer, maybe just for the name.
I think it was mostly the name.
Yep,
Yep.
yep, mostly the name.
Pretty sure it was the
Wait, one of the
name.
torture implements is a spatula. Get out of there! I I noticed that.
Wait a minute. I'm gonna go with the Maze Sentinel.
And I forgot how terrible all of the cards in this set were.
This set is not very.
And wait, there's Sin Collector.
And this was like a all-star.
What?
This was like all-star constructed.
So in your set where you're trying to squeeze like 10 guilds worth of content, you print a 2-mana 1/3?
Yes.
How is there room for vanilla creatures?
Hey, this card was like a standout in constructed. It's quite strong.
Got it. This this whole set is making me mad. Sweet.
All right, 4 gatekeepers. See, Squirrel Token, the best part is we lost that draft and I made the highlight anyway. Literally, one of the oldest highlights I have is of Hired Torturer doing a thing right as I'm losing the game.
Oh man, Fatal Fumes.
This is so
The
bad.
thing that cannot kill a Pillar Field Ox.
Yeah, I'm gonna... Riot Control. Fog.
Well, like that's a fun fog.
Yeah.
Like you can steal combats from your opponent,
All right.
and not in the usual fog way. I mean the cool trade way. And it looks like we're gonna have a bunch of Pillar Field Oxes, so we're either getting beaten down in the skies, or
We also...
about 4-mana 6/6s.
We have a lot of picks in here that I like. So Kingpin's Pet, Alms Beast, Devour Flesh, Balustrade Spy is pretty good, just as a flyer. Do we want... So, like, Alms Beast is huge, but, like, the drawback is non-negligible. Kingpin's Pet gives us some evasion.
We have the ground sewn up.
Yeah. And, like, I like Devour Flesh as well, but I like Evasion a little more. And this way, like, this feels pretty committed to, like, we're in black, white, green.
I think that Devour's Flesh is going to be significantly worse for us than for other decks
Yeah.
as far as removal goes, because we're going to, like, oh, we nug off their irrelevant creature because it's a 2/2, because we have no other way of interacting with it, and we have a bunch of Pillar Field Oxen.
It's mostly we cast it on turn 2 to beat their Grizzly Bear, you know, something like that.
Yeah, that's not the most exciting thing in the world.
No, ooh. However, Orzhov Keyrune, but we also could have Angelic Skirmisher. Beginning of each combat, choose First Strike, Lifelink, or Vigilance. Creatures you control gain that ability.
Yeah, I think I was set with 4/4 flying.
Yeah. Especially, like, this is a pretty big comeback card. We slam this, and this is each combat, so opponent's side also. Opponent's turn also.
Cute.
So we can just name First Strike on our opponent's turn.
Yeah, like I name Vigilance, I attack. Okay, defense, I name First Strike.
Yeah. Oh, you're about to kill me? I name Lifelink.
Yep, it is dog time.
It is.
Dog is having a blast.
Alright. There's not a lot in this pack I liked looking left to right. Like, Urbis Protector is another 4/4 flyer, but nowhere near as powerful as the Skirmisher. However, we can pick something a little more on curve, like, better for our curve.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
That's the rest of the pack basically is.
Yeah.
Rule card isn't like good.
No, this is reveal. This is like randomly get a creature, randomly show your opponent your 3 best creatures and get one of them.
It sounds terrible.
Well, I'm picking this just for the curve. Ooh. Geyer Sage.
Ramp, you say?
Yeah, this is a powerful card. Like, it ramps pretty dang heavily, especially because we are going to be able to trigger the... Like, we're going to be able to get it to a 3/4 very easily with this stuff. It triggers... evolves off literally every creature in our deck. The other pick in here would be...
Gates.
Gates.
How hungry are we for Gate?
I don't believe we're actually getting all 10 gates.
Pick the gate, you fraud.
Pick the
Okay, but if we end up with 9 gates,
if we're missing,
know,
if we're missing Dimir Guildgate at the end, third gate for the gatekeepers is actually a much more real reason to pick it. And I'm probably gonna pick this one here for that reason alone. Also, I guess we get a blue splash off of these.
now, to be honest, I kind of like Beck and Apparition. I realize I'm kind of weird in this, but like, there's enough graveyard stuff happening that you might want to nug something. And at the very least, it's a flash token.
I knew you would mention it. I think I actually mentioned that when we did Gate Crash the last time. That, like, I saw Beck and Apparition. I'm like, Kaz loves this card.
I do. I basically do. Not like super. I don't think it's like super powerful or anything.
No,
in Orzhov especially, it's like you just need chump blockers and tiny spells to trigger your, what's it called? Extort. There it is.
Yeah.
Which it pains me to pass up because my god.
Is that like we already have an Orzhov Guildgate, so like that could be pickable. Also, the foil 5-alarm fire. Yeah, it's Syndic of freaking Ties. The thing is that this gate not only is fixing, we have 4 gatekeepers that want us to control 2 gates. Oh, this sucks.
It's okay. We have Kingpin's Pet. It's fine. So we already have any extort in our deck.
I'm picking it based on the fact that we have 4 gatekeepers, and I want these to be able to trigger.
Oh man, Whispering Madness! I remember opening multiples of these in the like team sealed event that we did, and I'm like, I ended up playing both just for grins because they looked so stupid.
This art is like, look at the little skeleton whisper.
And the guy has like a huge bobblehead.
Yeah. Do I actually want to just pick that or like Hands of Binding or something? Like, I don't even know what I want out of this pack. I don't want anything, I'll be honest.
Pick back an Apparition then.
I won't play it.
I don't know.
Nope, here's our second choice at Dimir Guildgate, which we are passing the hell up. By the way, the missing Guildgate that we will not get at this point is actually Boros. So we can't complete the... Because our next pick is the first pack back. Grizzly Spectacle back, though? What the heck?
I feel good about that.
Yeah, it means I feel good in black here. Especially because Celestia and Golgari are the 2 that I'm going to be getting. Like, my third pack is actually the stronger one because I have 2 guilds in it.
Man, that right next to Devour Flesh. That's...
Yeah.
Jeez. Little do they know. Death's Approach. Exit number. And its controller's grave. That's not that bad.
No, it's not.
Huh.
But this is like the only deck this could ever possibly work in. I kind of want to give it its time. You know, especially because we have a pretty heavy amount of 4s and ramping to them would be nice.
Sure.
I'm gonna give it just the time because of that alone. There's a Drakewind Krasis still in here. What the hell?
Straight up Gutter Skull. You could play Drakewind Krasis if you wanted.
Yeah, I mean, we have 2 blue gates.
And a land that fetches gates. Huh?
We have Fixing. I'm stealing this. I don't know if I'm playing it, but I'm gonna set it over here. Illness in the Ranks for the sideboard against whoever opens Assemble the Legion.
I was
Because
gonna say against whoever ends up playing the awesome Beacon apparition in multiples. Being
I
able to rebuy our angelic skirmisher is great.
yeah,
I'm not gonna immediately dismiss Wildwood Rebirth. Wow, are grizzly bears actually that bad? That you're willing to pick a card that you hate over like
let me
okay, okay. I mean, I realize that we have
yeah, I
little
don't-
oxen, but
yeah, I think I am willing to. You know, I don't think I've specifically said it. My main reason I dislike this card is because I've played it before a lot. And I remember about 2/3 of those games, there were 0 cards in both players' graveyards, and I just sat there going, yep, this would be really good if I were able to cast this now. And it was just, like, because I needed it to trigger a Mimic, you know? Like, just, I need anything to trigger the Black-White Mimic, and I can't cast the spell.
maybe that's why I like it so much. So I remember it from the other set entirely.
Yeah. Slum Reaper.
Uh-huh.
Avenging Arrow. This is...
Dealt damage this turn. Yikes.
Yikes. Sunspire Griffin. Double white's a little harsh, but it's still a fine card. Because white is something we can fix for a little easier. Already long legs would just be a big thing as well.
Not bad. Easy to cast Spined Worm. He's multicolor.
Yeah. What do you like in here?
There's a gate. We should pick it.
Just pick up Azorius Guildgate.
Yeah, gates.
If we pick up Azorius Guildgate, that's our 3rd blue source, and then we can a little more effectively actually splash something blue.
Yeah, if we end up seeing anything that is worthwhile.
Yeah. Let's do it. Let's get more gates. Ooh, Golgari Keyrune is the Death Toucher. That's a good Keyrune. What else do we have in here?
Hey, we could activate it on first main, then in combat get hey, populate is nice.
Yeah, well, especially
In combat, give it first strike, and then we have first strike death touch. The jailbreaker.
Jailbreaker.
He's good.
God, okay, so there's Jailbreaker, there's Golgari Keyrune, there's Eyes in the Sky, there's a couple other cards not as powerful as those, I think. Do we want more 4s? Jailbreaker's really good. Do we want Keyrune to get up there?
Jailbreaker's a common. You should pick the key rune.
I like the Keyrune a lot because Death Touch, like, I can trade my Mana Rock for a creature, you know, I can actually trade that off. Alright, fine, let's do it. We'll get Gates.
Gates.
Here, Guildgate. Gate Creeper Vine or Golgari Guildgate.
I need to keep our gate total high.
Yeah, well, I mean, they both do, though, is the trick. Like, I could pick Gate Creeper Vine, and then, like, that's like having another gate.
I mean, we pick Gate Creeper Vine if we think we're not actually ever doing Maze's End.
The real trick is, again, this is not possible because we're missing Boros, and we're missing both red ones from the last pack. So, like, we're not actually going to be able to pull off the win condition, but we are using this. Just as, like, this is like, okay, mana, and we'll get that over time, and we'll be able to...
Wait, it says 10 of with different names?
Different names, all 10 of them.
Oh my god.
You need all 10 of them. Yeah,
I didn't realize that.
What the f...
And I couldn't read the card.
Oh god, what the hell? Why is that the one I can't splash? Yeah, sorry, it does say 10 with different names.
I didn't realize that it was a dumb joke. That's horrible.
But the thing is, with the Gatekeepers, it's not as much of a dumb joke. All these cards are quite good when they're active. Like, all 4 of them. We have Egretol, we have 4 mana for 4/6 of power, and then we have, like, gain 7 life, which is a pretty dang reasonable amount of mana. This sucks, because Mizzium Mortars is maybe the, like, most... It's next to Cyclonic Rift in how powerful it is. Like, just whoops, your board is gone. But red is like the color I can't splash. So.
Oh, right. The temerity.
I know.
Like, aha, giant spider ends its run of constantly being in every core set. And then in the fall set, we print Towering Indrik, which is giant spider.
So we could pick up another guild gate, but I actually kind of want a couple more cards to fill out the deck, seeing as right now we have 8 lands, which means we have 16 cards in the main deck. So we kind of need to fill that out, and since our healer is quite good, like just as a decent body trading off with a centaur, or like being that centaur. Perilous Shadow could be good for us. Rootborn Defenses could also be good. We only have 1 token, and that's the Advent, but it's a powerful ass token. We could splash blue. It's true, and we likely are including these gates just because we want the gatekeepers to work.
Well, I like Rootborn Defenses more than Perilous Shadow.
Yeah.
So don't ever see that working. Like, if we could give it flying, but Angelic Skirmisher doesn't say flying.
No, it does not.
Probably. Importantly, because that would just be the mode and be like, oh, jump my team. Away we go.
Literal Mind Rot.
Straight up Mind Rot. Wait, Lobber Crude. That's boring, but
it's an effective card. It's just not for us. This is literally Aerial Predation versus Mind Rot, isn't it?
That's so poor.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. That says destroy target creature on it.
Hold on. Tristani's Judgment. This is extremely expensive, but it does a job. And it does a job absolutely. You know? So I kind of like that. Dead Reveler is also really good. Just based on,
yeah, like straight up, yo, a 3/4.
Yeah.
Deal with me.
Looking like... Ooh. Sideboard the Psychic Spiral like a real constructed player. They'll mill us.
That's how we make up for not having enough cards in our deck. We restock.
We just shuffle them all back.
Yo, I'm really sad to see Tenement Crasher still here. He's really good.
Yeah, sadly red's just our color we can't touch. It's this versus Perilous Shadow, and I'm gonna pick this up. I don't know if we'll play it, but I want to pick it up.
We're tilling some Yor.
Ooh. This is a card that does work. Like, it has a low scavenge cost, and it can get in there for damage. Like, I'm happy enough with it. I like that both our 2-drops are just ramp. That's it.
Sweet.
Oh my god. Has vigilance as long as you control a gate.
Haha. Gate tribal. That's like each bonus upkeep. That player has 1 or fewer cards in hand. Here's just the thing. The rack.
Yeah, that's basically the rack.
That's unplayable, but it's there. That was a card that I forgot existed, and then they're like, oh yeah, and then we printed the rack as an enchantment.
I don't care about Electrickery. Another Rootborn Defenses, alright.
Okay. So give us the bad news.
Well, the baddest of bad news I have is we don't make any changes. This is 23 cards right now in the main deck.
Including double Rootborn Defenses.
And an Aerial Predation.
Excellent.
There's a couple cards in the board that we could put in instead. which we can see here. We could put in instant speed Raise Dead over one of those cards. We could put in Riot Control as another one of those cards. We could put in Drakewind Krasis, and that wouldn't be absolutely awful because we have blue sources. That, I think, might just be better than, like, Aerial freaking Predation.
I like that change a lot.
Yeah.
I'm fond of Drown in Filth, for the name,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah. This is a card that works a lot better if your deck already contains Grizzly Selvage.
Yeah.
You know, a way to get cards in your grave, because
Another favorite part of this card for me is that the illustration barely looks like anything. It's like,
yeah,
it's kind of black,
there's
and then there's like highlights.
there's a person on a horse, and it's that scene from the Neverending Story with the horse in the swamp.
Mm-hmm.
Except for the man's going down too. But yeah, we can switch out the Wildwood Rebirth.
I like having another bite at the apple for like Centaur Healer, maybe even Wolf Rider. Hell, Sin Collector would be good to rebuy. Like we have decent things. It doubles as a creature.
I actually feel quite good about where the deck ended up. I like the fact that we have this gigantic pile of gates that works very well with our powerful fours. Like, this turns into a Necrotol of sorts, you know? Like, I kill your Sky Knight Legionnaire. 7 life is a extremely powerful amount. Like, that's high. You know, especially on a Pillar Field Ox, and then we also have the other one that gives us a 2/2 with it, the 2/2 with Vigilance. So, like, our defenses are very strong on the ground. I actually feel like we'll likely be boarding an Aerial Predation a decent chunk just because we don't have a lot to deal with flyers.
Oh, no, it's okay. It doesn't matter that the red player has Mizium Mortars, because our creatures have 4 toughness.
Mizium Mortars deals 4 damage.
Does it?
Yes.
Okay, we're ruined.
Yeah.
I thought it was 3.
Nope, 4. 2
What am
mana.
I thinking of?
I don't know. Yeah,
well, whatever.
We beat it with this. Yeah, we beat it with Sin Collector.
Yeah.
We steal their...
Take it with Sin Collector, or play our Advent of the Worm.
I just realized...
Oh, also Happy Advent, everyone.
So I just realized that there's still a Fatal Fumes in our main deck. I don't think that there's anything I actually want to remove for that.
Beacon Apparition, Aerial Predation, Psychic Spiral.
Yeah, all of those seem... Like, Beacon Apparition is something I would board in if my opponent has, like, some sort of graveyard interaction that I need to beat. Psychic Spiral comes in against a Dimir player who's trying to mill us, and then we just go, ho! And, you know, we do the reversal at the end of the game. And then Aerial Predation comes in against anybody who has flyers. So, anyway, I think this is awful, but I still think it's probably the card I'm keeping in the main. Because it's the most... all the rest of our options are a little too narrow and don't work in a lot of matchups, whereas this is just expensive and bad, but will function. Like, it'll do exactly what it says on the tin. Man. Alright.
I don't know. I think you're selling Aerial Predation short.
Probably.
Like,
this
-2 is already kind of narrow. Like, this is things that shock can kill. Or I guess you could maybe stretch it to do a slightly more work if you have a creature blocked and they have no combat trick.
Right. This does... I guess, yeah, this also does, you know, absolutely work. It's just that in 100% of matchups, if Fatal Fumes is in my hand and I have 4 mana, I will at least be able to cast it for some effect. Whereas with Aerial Predation, I could play against a Rakdos player who just doesn't have flyers. And then this card has absolutely no value.
Okay.
I guess that's what I mean when I'm saying narrowness, which I don't think that's the... quite right, but that's, I guess, my meaning there. Aerial Predation is the card that I would also want in the main, because, again, I mentioned, our flying defense is awful. It's literally our Bomb Angel and Drakewing Krasis, who's on a splash. Maybe I should just do it that way, then.
It's fine. We'll destroy our own creature to gain 2 life, and then make it indestructible, so that it lives.
Perfect.
And we gain 2 life, and we extort because we cast a spell. Yeah.
Anyway, well, I think flying is valuable against us because we can hold the ground forever. Like 2/4, 2/4, 2/4, 2/5, 2/4. Like, heck.
Woe betide the player who attacks us with X2s.
All right, let's do mana. Sort by color. Let's move all these actually into a pile here. I think green is the color I'm probably need the most basics of because I only have 2 green. So you have to do this. I need to like see what my fixing looks like. These are plains. These are plains by another name. And then we have a guild gate. So we have 1, 2, 3 black sources, 1, 2, 3 green sources, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 white sources off of gates.
That's a little disgusting.
Yeah.
So many white gates.
I'm going to, let's see, I think it's going to be, we have 9 land slots left. I think it's going to be like a 4-3-2. I'm trying to figure out if 2 is, I think 2 is black. There's only 6 black cards in the deck, and the Golgari Key Rune plus these. I don't think I actually want the basic island at all. The white is a little more hefty because almost all of our multicolor cards are white, and we have a very sizable amount of white cards in the main. So that's why it's 3 plains. And then 4 forest is just to make up for the fact that like we have some very important things I want to be doing early. A lot of our multicolor cards use it, and like I feel like with those 2 colors, basically if we're off black, like we're off 6 cards. If we're off green, we're off 10, and if we're off white, we're off like half our deck. So all right. So this is it. Let's do it.
Submit.
I'm excited to see how this turns out.
Greenside Watcher giving us the side eye.
Greed side eye watcher.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So let's rock. Would we like to play first? Yes.
That is a pity.
Yeah, this looks like a 2-lander with nothing to... Like, if I actually had the 3rd land, I would be just fine with it, because I could cast both Kingpin's Pet and Sin Collector, but we don't have that 3rd land. I'd be 50...
Run the play. We're famously good at drawing lands.
It's true. I would want it to be flat forest. Those odds are quite low. Barring wanting it to be forest, I'd want it to be like just either a land on one or a lot of our lands come to play tapped too, which is a bit of a
like any gate.
Right, and Maze's End even comes into play tapped.
This is a slow start.
This looks a lot better.
All right. We're 2 gates and a thing that cares about having 2 gates.
And a play we can make on 3.
Beautiful.
And a forest, which I will keep because it's our missing color. So let's lead with the Lying Gate. Ooh, Gruul.
Stole one of our gates.
That's where it went. Ah. Yeah, we're not going to be extorting on the first couple spells, like Sunspire Gatekeepers isn't going to be extorting, Armored Wolf Riders is also not going to be extorting, but every spell past that is basically going to be draining life. So. Alright, how fast of a start does our opponent have? Oh. Extremely. The fastest start possible. Alright. Are they getting a third color is the main question of this card.
Show us a basic.
Forest.
Forest! Yeah!
Okay. Ooh, more gatekeepers. Alright. Let's continue to lie to our opponent.
Yeah, check out my Esper control deck. A little flyer.
Alright, so if our opponent plays something worth killing, I can play Ubulsar Gatekeepers to take it out.
And, I mean, if it's small.
Yeah. Oh!
Alright.
Alright.
You got us.
Well, I don't care about their Gatekeeper Vine, so I'm going to make the board instead. So they actually did have black on a splash, they just chose not to grab it. Maybe they have a card that requires heavy green commitment? Ooh.
Trying to think of what that could even be, because they already had the Forest and Gruul Guildgate. Like, heavy green would have to be... They haven't even played the Forest yet.
No. Disciple of the Old Ways, and extorting me for one!
Oh, man. Starts early.
Alright,
Disciple is a worthy murder target, I think.
yeah.
Gives us some safe attacks, so I'm all for it.
Is that better than just playing out the hugest possible thing, though? Like, 4/6 means that they're just literally unable to make anything happen. Also, they're much more... They played 2 swamps, so they're actually much more black than I thought.
Well, we do have a safe attack, so... Sure. Let's play biggest man.
Yeah. Well, because...
Hearthstone rules.
Yep. Let's make our attack first. Actually safe with that attack, too. I'm fine with the trade on Disciple with just a token. Also, the Knight has Vigilance. Yeah.
Man, they don't want us populating. How great would that have been? Like, by the way, indestructible!
Kablamo! Yeah, maybe that token was more valuable than I'm giving it credit for because of Populate. I was more thinking that, like, Disciple's worth killing with this, but so is Thurl Parasite, so... Like, you know, just killing their extort creature if they're gonna keep making land drops and, you know, making, like, mid-range creatures. Anyway, we get a 4/6. That's really all I'm here for.
Uh-huh.
I'm taking a point of damage. The 4/5 that can Blood Rush is 4 mana for the Blood Rush, if I'm remembering my cards correctly.
Oh, wait, the Zertos flying?
Yeah, the Zertos Lion, I believe, is 4 on the Blood Rush, and I don't want to...
I thought he was only 3.
Oh.
Like, he's awesome.
Either way...
But the, yeah.
The main point is, those are both numbers of mana my opponent clearly has. So, we're gonna...
I guess I should look it up while I have the luxury of doing so.
Maybe they just play it here and we get to learn. Yep, Zertos Line. Thank you, opponent, for...
Okay, well, before
right.
I could even look it up,
You were correct.
They revealed.
It was 3.
And Zur is spelled with a Z in this case. I'm sorry, with an H. So, that's incredible.
I guess I pass this one along. I guess I could attack with a 4/6, but like, what does that get me?
4 damage on your opponent, probably.
Yeah, and then taking damage back from the Zertos wine. You have double green for Advent.
No, another stolen gate.
Oh, I found a target. Oh, crap, no. That can pump +1/+1 if they have their mana up. Shit. I need them to tap lower than 3. So I can kill that.
Extort.
Extort. Yes. Yes. Thank you.
Extorted, you fool.
Oh, thank you. Oh. That could have been awful. This guild mage is... I'm playing this, by the way. It's just gonna happen. Alright, well, let's remove... let's remove this from the... So yeah, this can... like, sacrifice the Zertos wine to make 5 1/1s. It can, more importantly, though, it can pump Intimidate.
Mm. Haha, gates! Crush you with gates!
I'm willing to trade this with Zertos wine. This is why I'm making the attack. They likely will double block with Thrall, Parasite, and Zertos wine. But I'm willing to make this trade a 5-drop for a 5-drop because we have the board, commanding board lead.
Yeah, like they're left with a 1/1 and an 0/2.
Yes.
So, yeah. And, you know, we can gain back some of the life they're extorting.
Yep. We can... Hold on. This is the beginning. We are... I should put, like, a little thing somewhere on the screen so that's, like, knowable information.
Right. But then you have to remember to update it because there's nothing in the client itself that's showing that information. 2 cards left. Tons of mana.
Ooh, hey.
Oh my god, Swamp Walk.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I'm getting in. I'm just gonna see what my opponent has.
Gruel! I told you! There are 2 guilds. One of them is Gruel. Hey, maybe not that much Gruel.
Alright,
Yes! Good girl.
Who has it? Who has it? Do you have it? Do they have it? I don't think they do. Oh, so what I'm talking about is
Mizium Mortars?
Mizium Mortars. So, and the reason I said no, I don't think they do, actually has to do with their turn 2 play.
All right, lay it on me, Sherlock.
They grabbed a forest off of their Gate Creeper Vine, not a mountain. If your deck contained Mizium Mortars, you would want that mountain because it's triple red for the activation. Secondly, my 5/5 lives. And Sewer Shambler
Yeah,
dies.
you can
and
scavenge onto it, and it's like, I guess a 7/7, so...
Yeah. Okay, begin sideboarding. I'm thinking that this might be a matchup where the Predation isn't doing anything. I talked about matchups where that happens, and this is one of them.
And we did see multiple 2-health creatures that we wanted to kill.
Or even, like,
so
like playing this on Zertos Swine would work, you know?
That would be kind of disgusting.
Could be a second Rootborn defenses. Or even just Fog.
That would be dealt to you this turn. Oh, yeah, right. That's the fascinating Fog.
Yeah.
Where you can also treat their creatures. I kind of like the idea of that one.
Yeah. It lets us, like, say our opponent goes for, like, a blood rush kill. We get to, like, and, like, you know, sidestep it. I think it's more, like, basically this is a sort of minor choice. Like, Rootborn Defenses is more of, like, if we think our opponent has a lot of removal, which they didn't really show, or, like, is trying to trade in combat with us, which they do. You know, then we Rootborn Defenses and, get them. But we only have 2 tokens of the deck, so... Anyway. Riot control.
Guys, my dog is already a card in the game of Magic.
Well, that's good.
She is quite woolly. BB, come here. Stop messing with the cat. What's the cat even doing here? We were supposed to move the cat to somewhere else. Hold on, I'm gonna be right back.
Sounds good.
Do all the right things while I'm gone.
Okay, I got it. So right thing number 1, mulligan. Just flat mulligan. This would be keepable if I had Golgari Guildgate in my hand. This is not a keepable hand. So we're mulliganing it. This one works out. I think this one does just fine. Sunspire Gatekeepers comes down on 4 to buy the board back, and Maze's End can go get us our green. So, we'll go ahead and do that. Let's keep it. Actually, I guess I can just keep this Guildgate on top, too, for getting our green, which I actually like a little better, because that in case I draw a green spell to cast early. I'm actually going to keep a land on top, even though we have 4 in hand. I realize that's, like, maybe not the greatest idea if my opponent decides to just run for it. We're playing Guildgate first because... I'm mainly doing that because we have 2 drops that our Guildgate could play, and I want to be able to play them if we draw them. Advent of the Worm, that's good. That's a reason for us to want to have... So... Red. Ooh, Rakdos Cluestone. Our opponent's not doing anything, which is good. They're actually off some colors, so... Oh, Thrill Parasite. Let's go ahead and play Azorius Guildgate. And ship it back. Okay, they're still off green. That's good. They probably are going to be able to extort on whatever spell they play here. Oh my god, a flyer? Okay. There are flyers in black. That's bad. That's not even necrotolable by us. It's gonna be hard to deal with. Alright, well, let's go ahead and play out Plains and the Gatekeeper. Next turn I'll get to play Maze's End and play Armory Guard, and then kind of work with that. Oh, wow, they are looking, digging deep. They're missing colors. So the Cluestones, yeah, can sack for draw a card. If you remember the banners from cons, they're much like that, though cheaper to sack. Oh, they did not make the land drop either. Okay. Good for us. Ooh, Drakewing Krasis. That would be an effective blocker. I want to play the Armoring Guard first, though. I feel for a effective land defense, and oh, actually, do I want to play Krasis first? What are you thinking here? So our opponent cycled a Cluestone this turn and missed the land drop. They're also off green.
Exciting. I take it with... Oh, that flies. Okay.
Yeah, that flies. I'm thinking this actually might be a Krasis turn, just to be quick.
Yeah, sounds good.
So let me actually play Maze's End.
Woo.
Actually, ooh, wait, no. Actually, yes, Maze's End is fine. If I draw Grizzly Demise, I can play the Swamp and cast it, so...
Grizzly Spectacle?
Grizzly Spectacle. I forget the name of the card. I was like Grizzly Salvage, Grizzly.
Magic is a grisly game.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
So we get to attack here, and we can play a good flyer. I'm happy about that. But yeah, our opponent's off green.
If they were ever on, they fetched for that forest.
Yeah.
Like they have to be heavy green.
Yeah. Burr!
All right, you did it. We're not holding the invincible populate.
Yeah. Oh God, wouldn't that feel great?
Feel pretty great. Why does that have a red outline? That outline is super red.
Fuse cards are weird, is I think the answer to that one. Yeah, I'm still thinking that this is the card I want to play. So, Armory Guard is good. 2/5 Vigilance will, again, just muck up the board. Rakdos Drake also has... It's still going to attack into Dracoing Krasis easily, but... Yep, so they get to attack for 3 here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take the hit.
I like that decently well. I mean, we're doing that much damage with our flyer.
Yeah. The question is, how much do they have to put down on the board following it? And is it something... Oh, it's green. Okay, they did draw a green source. They're not extorting. Must mean they have a play off of it.
They got a clue, and
Gate Creeper Vine.
It's a Gate Creeper Vine.
Which they can play the land off of. They'll probably grab a gate and play it untapped. Okay, this means that the, using our opponent's mana trouble...
Forest.
Forest. Why not a gate? Huh.
We're playing a bot they don't understand. Rakdos Drake is a 2/3, I think.
Yeah. So we'll go ahead and play the Armory Guard. Get in there. Yes, they had a green gate before. A lot of mana now. They have 7. They're probably just holding a bunch of green cards, obviously, but we'll see how powerful that is. This turn, we're going to be able to use Maze's End to go fetch up a... Oh, it's that good, huh?
That's a pretty good card.
Yeah, no buts about it. There's a 5/5 for 4 with Scavenge 6, so... Means our ground attacks are done.
That's probably okay. Oh my god, it's here.
Okay, we can't cast Advent yet.
God, we need double green.
Which we can get. Mason can go grab that. Not this turn. I mean, it'll come into play tapped, though, because it's a gate.
That's going to be pretty sweet. Mm-hmm. By the way, EOT! Tokens! Invincible! Yeah, I think we're going to take some lumps in the meantime.
Do we want to attack with the Krasis?
I think we want to hold it back to block. We don't need it for long. Like the follow-up play that we have is quite powerful, and I think that's going to buy us the game. So I just want to like hold off to give us more time to make that exciting play.
Okay. I also feel like Deadbridge Goliath is probably just getting chumped by something on this turn. Probably Sunspire. I also do have the option of Rootborn Defenses this turn if something absolutely dreadful occurs.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, what Gnome is saying, we need to trade with the Rakdos Drake. Yeah, we need to trade with the Rakdos Drake pretty heavily because we don't want them to have a flyer when Deadbridge Goliath dies.
Baby, it's okay, honey. Someone's making tapping noises. I don't know why.
This one's interesting. Oh, dear, you can intimidate your team, I see. Or intimidate something. Intimidating Rakdos Drake is good enough, you know?
Yeah, that's that's mighty ugly.
Or even Deadbridge Goliath intimidated is bad because we can only block it with green creatures, so...
Mm,
Yeah, that's what's
okay.
happening here. That does mean I'm probably just taking 6 here.
Mighty scary.
Yeah, a little bit. They shouldn't be able to blood rush kill me. It's obviously possible 2 of the Piker would do it, but I think I need to take the 6 because in order to kill this next turn, I need to use Advent of the Worm and then double block, like in a really funky way. This is gonna be poor. I don't know how we'll make it out of here, but we'll damn it, we'll try.
We'll try to find our end through the maze.
Yeah. Yeah, so let's go ahead and take the damage. And go find our green, so that means Golgari Guildgate. Untapped mana? Okay, untapped mana source is good because it means I can extort off of one of the spells. So I'm going to actually pass on playing Maze's End this turn, but... Alright.
Yeah, body checks.
I think that gets 2 points of damage in.
Yeah. Trade the gate away.
Alright.
Or fine.
I'm fine with the vine being gone. Okay. Just sort of thinking about what the hell could happen here.
Well, they can get 2 activations on Kuru's to Guild Mage.
Yeah. They can also just, like, go wide with that Guild Mage, which would scare the hell out of me. Like, sack their Deadbridge Goliath and then just go super wide. They can't activate it enough to kill us. Oh, that's just a burn spell at my dome, which...
Okay. We can live.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna let them pay for extort.
Okay.
Oh,
God! Roast!
And then we go ahead and return the favor. Though we lose our, surprise. Yes, I would definitely like to... Okay.
Ta-da! Slightly more life.
Go to 1. If they have a 2-mana spell, we die. Please attack.
They can wait to pump, right?
Yeah. I think I'm double blocking it, though.
That's fair.
Because
we've used our creatures.
Well, because I can indestructible them and populate.
Oh, it's even better.
Yeah.
There we go.
However, oh god, I really want to use the populate in a... Can we kill our opponent back?
Well, we will have a flying power, and then 10 trampling power.
Right. The biggest problem is going to be that I could die to the next spell with Thrill Parasite on the board.
Yeah.
Which is a compelling reason to hold Rootborn defenses.
Yeah, there's no getting around it. We need to draw a spell.
Yeah.
This is us saying we need to draw a spell.
Okay, and I am going to just cast the Rootborn defenses here, because if I don't, then the Kingspin Pet dies. You know? Then we can't extort back, and we lose anyway. So... Nope. Copy our Trample Worm. Alright, we need a spell. It even gives Vigilance.
That's kind of cool.
That's really cool. Okay, well, let's slam it down.
Gruel!
Now, I'm doing some math before I confirm this. We hit for 5 in the air.
Mm-hmm.
We hit for...
We're compelling them to block, like, something.
Well, they're going to block with Deadbridge Goliath and then pump it. So that'll kill a worm. Then there is 14 additional damage coming at them. That means they have to block something else. They can't let the rest through because this is 5, 10, 14. That's their life total. So they are forced to make a block somewhere else. All right? That means that either Corrosive Guildmage or Thrall Parasite is dying. And I'm happy with both of those outcomes.
Yeah, that would simplify matters greatly.
Yeah, so let's...
See, I was thinking they wouldn't even... No, what if they block with Dreadbridge Goliath and just say, okay, cool, it dies, and use the pump to save Corrosive Guildmage from a different block?
Yeah, so like blocking on Armory Guard.
Right.
In that instance...
You know, then they can spend their turn suiting up the Corrosive Guildmage with Dreadbridge Goliath. Or hell, just like giving it Intimidate and attacking, and we have to block with like Kingpin's Pet or something.
Yeah, well, let's see what
I
they
don't know.
Let's see what they do.
It's ugly. It's all ugly. Gruel.
Well, why would I want to hit OK before I was sure of my attacks, Bulldozer? Like,
no. Go easy on it. They don't want any more like thrilling clock victories.
I understand.
Which puts they and I at odds.
Right. Yeah. We have token creature worm, and
token creature. Wait a minute. Hey, hold on. That's illegal. What if we populate it again? Would it go token? Or does it stop at the token and then the token?
The token creature. Now our opponent's going to spend 3 minutes of their clock figuring out what we just all did. So we lose to 2 spells that they can extort. That just happens. There's no stopping that one. You know? We lose to, like, this
Another
is
annihilating
close.
fire. Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! Of all possible options, that one's the weakest.
Oh, I did not see that coming.
Oh, wow. So they're going for double thrill parasite, but they have to live first. I was not ready for that choice. Cutting them off mana, they can't even salvage the Deadbridge Goliath.
That's incredible.
Do they actually have 2 spells in hand to extort? Is that what they're going for? If they just have 2, if that was the play, I don't know why they sacked the clues. Like, they're cut off mana. They need both black mana for both extorts. Maybe they just have it already, and it's, you know.
All right.
Show us if we have it. So, can you
Land.
extort me twice?
Zertas wine. Another annihilating fire.
Yeah, another annihilating fire. Boros Reckoner. Okay.
Then a 2 mana spell.
2 mana non-black spell. Oh my god, it actually is!
Damn it.
Damn it. There's no beating that. Okay. That was very exact for them, too, because they needed all 4 red sources. They needed every single piece of this puzzle in order for it to function.
Jeez, try to kill the Thrall Parasite if you see him, I
Yeah.
guess. Sheesh.
There's nothing we can super change on that. I still like riot control.
Timely riot control would have gotten.
One moment.
Yep. Would have gone a long way. Ever drawing Angelic Skirmisher? That would have been cool. that's basically unbeatable.
Cerulean Gatekeepers. The Maze Sentinel is actually an excellent top deck.
Yeah, no smoke.
I don't know.
He was a spell.
I'm just going to keep it as is. People are saying Fatal Fumes to kill the Thrall Parasite. I think we just draw one of our, like, 16 other cards that I would have liked that gain us life or deal with the board. Yes, I'd like to play first.
How about ramp?
No gates, but I'll still keep this. This is weird.
We can find the gates.
Yeah, we definitely can find the gates.
Right. If like we draw a gate and then it'll be like, okay, a 2 and then a 2 and a gate. It's like, that's cool.
Wow.
Or just, you know, whatever.
How about we beat them down with a Gyre Sage, because this just gets power. You know? Like,
Yeah.
this is a 2/3 when I play Greenside
excellent.
Watcher.
Like, with 2 gatekeepers in my hand, I kind of want to draw gates. There we go. And even untap gates.
And I can attack for 2 here.
Yeah, Elvish Warrior! Get him!
The beatdown. I'm willing to play one of these gatekeepers next turn. Oh, wow! Okay.
Brr. Okay.
Oh
Sweet.
my god. Check this out.
Oh my god, that's sweet.
Hey, let's untap that one.
Behold, I'm giving up an attack for 2 to bring you Sunspire Gatekeeper.
So now we have a token.
That's pretty cool. Man, Augur Spree.
Yeah, powerful removal.
That spell's pretty hot.
Why'd you tap your red for that, buddy? Oh, okay, thank you.
Because they're just gonna, like... Because they made plays in an order.
True.
Wow, straight up exile target creature.
I'm
Love
keeping that around. I'm attacking all out and just seeing if I can play Rootborn defenses. And if not, like, if they just take all the hits, I'll play Cerulean Gatekeepers.
Okay.
So, yeah, let's go ahead and Rootborn defenses.
Don't get to take out the Corrosed Guildmage, and he's going to give us fits later, I'm sure.
Yeah. Hopefully we just don't get to that point into the game.
It's true.
Ah! Okay. Literally just removing Golgari Longlegs, I think.
Man, so many spined worms in our opponent's decks. Like Golgari Longlegs, Zertos Wine. Well, okay, it's just those two, but still, that's a lot.
Yep.
I feel like that's a lot. Oh man, is it token?
No.
It's only token?
Yeah. Oh my god. They're that afraid?
Sweet.
Oh dear. Croconaur, can you evolve it? I think we get rid of one of the tokens. Actually, maybe we get rid of Greenside Watcher because it can't attack into this.
I like that a little better. Like we'll get the mana. We've just cast our most expensive spell.
Yeah. Ooh, that's nice.
Time for killing.
I don't know if I want to kill the Croconaur.
Yeah, like we're spending our Slaughterhorn to do it. That's a little weird. Okay, life cushion. There we go. Fear the power of 2 gates. Exactly 2 gates.
Exactly 2 gates.
Disgusting.
Oh, the power of 2 gates.
Like, okay, our opponent had some powerful cards,
But we had 2 gates.
but we we beat them with commons. Take it. No, I have much respect for our opponent. I think that in the last game here, they just kind of drew too many lands and self-destructed.
Yeah, it looks like, so they were required to Augur Spree the Gyre Sage just because of how big this was threatening to get. Because if we could evolve it again, it was a 3/4 for 2 that becomes this.
Yeah, like not only that, it's like, oh, it's a 3/4 and it can like lazily
tap,
like make worms and disgusting shit happen, and they're like, oh man, no, that dies now.
Yeah, which that's safe. Riot Control, as you saw here, this is a card that's much better if we're on like an even-footed game or a like a behind and we're trying to steal it. This was a null card here, but we were so far ahead, the fact that it was null didn't matter. Slaughterhorn meant that we could just take the game next turn. Yeah. Our opponent was greedy as hell to play Reckoner as a red drop in a Jund deck. Yeah, but I respect that greed. Our opponent had some very powerful cards. Our opponent had some some generically good cards at common and uncommon.
Oh, okay, yeah, they had a triple red drop, but they had a gate. They had ways to fetch the gate, and they had plenty of like red spell. Like they had Annihilating Fire too.
Yes.
So I don't think that's that much of a stretch to say, okay, well, I'm just always going to cast this guy on like 5 and extort with him once. He would probably be fine as a 5 mana card, let me tell you.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, just looking at all the cards they have just in this game alone, there's nothing bad. Like, okay, good for Striking Bear. This card is a problem, you know?
Corrosed Guildmage is a nightmare. Holy shit.
The problem, onboard pump is so Intimidate's less powerful in this set because, like, if you give Corrosed Guildmage Intimidate, like, I can still block it with Surly Gatekeepers because it's green, or, like, you know, Drakewing Krasis can block it, and it's like, oh, that sucks. But you can't underestimate just onboard pump. Also, the ability to go wide if need be is strong. Like,
right, or, you know, turn off all negative auras.
Yes. Respond to a removal spell. Like, if I go Trostani's Judgment and they have Corrosed Guildmage on the board, I can't kill anything because they're just saying, okay, cool, I sack it, and instead of you removing my Why is it way over here off the screen? Instead of you removing Golgari Longlegs, I get 5 1/1s. Yeah, this...
Also, you don't populate because your spell fizzles because it only had one target.
This cycle is all incredibly powerful. So let me...
What about that?
Well, I mean, when they're on.
Okay.
If they're on, they're really damn undercosted. That's... Gatekeeper. Oh, I mean other product. Because we have the 3. We have gain 7 life, which this is just like the most anti-aggressive card we can play. Like, here's the roadblock, and here's the stop sign, and also we go back to 21. Like, this one is 4 power, 6 toughness for 4 mana. This one's a removal spell. This one's threaten on a 2/4, which is incredible. And then this one just cantrips. It's kind of like there was an investigate card, much like this in the more recent set. The problem with them all is, like, the 2 gate condition is generally hard to do. Our deck just has 7 gates. I don't know. I like them a lot for Pillar Field Oxes. Slyo, why do you have 10 Sunspire Gatekeepers? We drafted the triple Dragon's Maze a lot. Like, a lot. I don't think it was on this client, so I can't go all the way back to those drafts. But... Oh, actually, no, there is one of them here. Yeah, like... This was kind of when I started playing,
The Phalia Sea Kite. What?
I'm just looking at...
What are we...
I was talking about the gatekeepers, like I was showing them off, and then somebody asked me why I own 10 copies of Sunspire Gatekeepers. The answer being that I've drafted... We drafted a lot of Dragon's Maze way back in the day.
I feel like we did. I remember pulling off the, like, Nivix Cyclops Phytoburst plan more than once. Just like this one creature, and it's like, "Rah! I kill you."
Those familiar with Kaladesh may recognize this card. Not exactly. Target creatures +5/+5 at sorcery. If I go looking at Kaladesh, we have I was very excited to see this because it was kind of like a return to form. It's 4/4 and trample. But yeah, Nivix. Let me pull up Nivix Cyclops. Nivix?
I think it's NIVIX.
Okay. It's
because what's consistency?
Yeah, Nivix Cyclops was this combo. This is a Kiln Fiend. But it, like, did the job of, like, a horned turtle, and then just, oh, whoops.
Characteristically doing the Wayne Reynolds pose.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to try to win 7 games of Hearthstone as Pirate Warrior before your next thing happens.
With any other deck, I would be like, oh, that seems a little harsh, and you only have 8 minutes at most, so...
Right, I could play a third of a game with that other deck.
God. Decks that always go fatigue for 500. Like, God. What cards does Wizards remove from Dragon's Maze for this event? None that I know of. So, I don't know of anything removed from Dragon's Maze. How complete Pirate Warrior is it? Like, are you playing the, like, Warrior Legend that pumps up your weapons, or is that not? I don't even know if that's actual builds.
Yeah, no. The only like for real card that I'm missing to make this true Pirate Warrior is Patches, and I don't even like him. So
that's definitely a large card to be missing because it's just like mostly just for consistency. Like,
yeah, I know, but
honestly, the main
he's
reason...
Stone Tusk Boar. It just makes me so mad.
But he's free. Honestly, the main reason I like patches in that deck is to ensure that your Bloodsail Cultist on 3 works. That's it. Because that's a very important thing to do. Like turning that N'Zoth's First Mate weapon into a 2/4, or Fiery War Axe into the stupidest weapon known to exist,
I can't believe I'm doing this, but I'm going to cast Heroic Strike to get a Public Defender out of the way. What is this? What game am I playing?
Public Defender, huh?
They were gonna do some nonsense with like pumping their taunt guy. I needed to kill it.
The ley line of the ley line of pirate. Yeah, so Abyss Hunted mentions that next week is the final. So we've been doing these flashback drafts for a full year now, all the way back from 8th edition and Mirrodin proper to where we are now in Dragon's Maze. They're doing M14 next week. And then next year, they're changing up the formula entirely to something very vague. And we're just going to put a new format out every week. Is there a schedule? Who knows? And that's basically all they've said so far. So we I don't think we're immediately getting a return to Theros, which I would love to be able to play triple Theros because I miss my friend Mosler. I miss that snake. I miss getting to play Grey Merchant of Asphodel and removing all of my opponent's life total.
Man. I miss bestowing onto Mosler to make the Giganto Snake unreasonable power level.
That was
only really happened because of the like rare white Archon thing. It was like, oh, by the way, that huge, it flying in first strike.
Well, even if you did what was it? There was like a 1/1 lifelinker, and Mosler can take that one just fine. Like, oh, how do you like a 9/10 snake with lifelink and reach? God, that Archon was ridiculous though. Was it like first strike flying vigilance, first strike flying third keyword, or was it just first strike flying? Let me find
I remember it having a lot of keywords.
Let me find it. That's not Celestial Archon. I don't know if it's a card that I own, so let's turn it down to 0. Yeah, flying first strike, +4/+4. You don't really need more keywords.
Yeah, that was pretty disgusting.
Yeah. But yeah, the Grey Merchant, the card that says each opponent for basically no reason and makes Two-Headed Giant a hell of a world. Well, so what's your quest you're playing that pirate deck for?
No quest. I had earlier today I had deal damage to opponents, play warrior cards, and victories with warrior or rogue.
Okay.
And so I just put the deck together, and I'm like, blah, 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 blah. And now I have 120 more gold.
Okay. I asked because you said 7, which just sounded like you were specifically fishing for a quest. That'll do it, though. I need to play some more, like, mage. I think I have, 3 mage quests right now.
Just short in every direction, being able to kill my opponent. That is a shame.
Oh, nuts. Yeah,
what was the tipping point?
Yeah, the promos they do these days are fully random in the new sets. Basically, it's effectively like a 7th rare for your deck. So it's not like you're guaranteed a specific rare, which like Return to Ravnica block and Theros block did this. Like you picked a color and then you were guaranteed a specific rare for picking those colors. But
Hmm.
but what that actually turned out to be was you look at the 5 pre-release promos that you were guaranteed, and one of them would just be like miles above the others. Like, take for instance that Celestial Archon we just saw, which was a pre-release promo you could choose to get. It's like, wait, you just mean I can choose to include a 5-mana 4/4 first strike flying creature in my deck? In limited? So, yeah, what ended up happening at the pre-releases I remember running is that we would run out of like 2 colors really fast, and then the other 3 colors nobody wanted. Because, like, their rares were just like, oh, these are kind of, like, either really expensive or just not very powerful and limited. I think it was Celestial Archon. Which Kraken are you talking about? It wasn't Chromo Crisis. That's not the one you're looking at. I probably should just look for the word heroic. Oh, Shipbreaker Kraken? Yeah, that one was like from memory. When I ran the pre-release, blue, white, and red were the 3 colors that disappeared, and everyone that felt like they had to pick black or green felt like they got shafted. Because like the black promo was way too expensive, though like all right, and I don't even I think the green promo was like Anafenza or something. But yeah, the blue and the white and the red ones are the ones I remember just disappearing. The red one was Ember Beast, which basically people wanted because it was a 4-mana 4/5 with some text. The text being like 6 monstrous, 3 each player sacks 3 lands. And so you'd play it on curve and you just beat everybody because you're playing like an aggressive red deck. Not NF It's something close to Anafenza. It's the green legend heroic. I'm just going to search the word heroic. It is... It should be an A's, because I still think I'm right on that. Anthusa. Heroic, your lands turn into 2/2 warriors. Sudden... Oh, no, there's absolutely no way that Storm Breath Dragon was the promo. Oh my god. I don't remember the name of it. Monster. Let's just search monster and then that'll find monstrous cards. No, that's just name only. Crap. Ember was in its name, so maybe Ember will find it, or maybe Ember was. Maybe Ember. Yeah, Ember Swallower. This was the other promo that I remember people liking because it was just an on-curve creature.
4-mana 4/5.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Magic the Gathering doesn't have many Yetis.
No, like also this is a Yeti with text, and like not irrelevant text either. Like basically, if you could monstrous it, you shut your opponent off of ever monstrousing their other creatures. How are they at 56 minutes? That's amazing. I think somebody's going to time out in that. According to math, they shouldn't actually be able to be at 56 minutes. Okay. But Magic the Gathering Online is not a place for math to work. So. Alright. Anyway, round 2 starting. How many wins did you get, by the way? How many?
A zero.
Ooh,
Zero.
okay. Well,
Yeah. I didn't start soon enough.
crap. Yeah, Siege Rhino is definitely Magic the Gathering's Yeti. But yeah, the reason I say 56 minutes shouldn't actually happen is because it's 25 minutes on each player's clock and then 3 minutes to sideboard. So unless time isn't the same in Magic Online as it is in, like life. Or maybe there's a delay on the handoff. Anyway, that's all. Wondering. Gates. I am excited to see how this deck performs against another opponent.
Oh no! Barking. No?
Just one bark?
One bark.
Okay.
What is... Now look, what
we
is
have-
one bark
yeah.
going to do?
Is that a warning bark?
I don't... It might be a
Prelude?
I just woke up bark.
Oh.
Like...
I'd like to
Oh, yeah.
I'd like to announce my presence to the room, bark.
Like, hello.
Yeah. All right. So we are starting against Rob Tisdale. Ooh. I get to play a Drakewing Crisis on time?
That's kind of cool.
And also I can get rid of anything that's in the way of it? I like it. One bark is just hay.
Let's see... Okay. Nothing of interest from the 15-second lookup of Rob Tisdale.
Okay. I actually made a slight error in my land ordering. This should have been Azorius Guildgate on 1, followed by Orzhov Guildgate on 2. We'll see if it matters. The turn it would matter on is turn... Wow, Prophetic Prism in a Boros deck is a... That tells me you're not Boros, you know? The reason that ordering is wrong because... Okay, less wrong now because we've drawn that. But the reason I say that that ordering is incorrect is because of Kingpin's Pet in our deck, which we would not be able to play on the top deck if I had not drawn that land. So... Bork. I like being this aggressive. I would like to find a little more business, as it were. We have our gates, though.
Watch them electrickery us.
Oh,
How does everyone have a swamp?
that's just
Black
mean,
was so open.
I know. Maybe everybody was like splashing it, and because it was open, like everyone at the end of the just like, oh, let's splash it. This is good. Oh, that will kill our Drakewing Crisis in N turns. That will do it.
What if they play 2 hasty creatures next turn?
We'll have to hope that Aerial Predation will work.
I guess we
Hello.
could make our guy invulnerable to harm.
Yeah.
A bomb rare and mana to play at A.
Yeah. Yes, please. What do you mean I can lifelink my team? Alright, I want, like, my opponent playing Assault Griffin or Boros Legionnaire or something like that would be the absolute best case scenario here. Tapping out for a flyer is basically what I want to see. No. That's not what I want to see.
Oh man, you know what would be great if we drew our black Pillarfield Ox.
Yep. Ooh.
Okay,
Oh,
one hasty
creature. One hasty creature. Oh my God. Yikes! This is gonna be a little tough here. Yeah, we definitely want to draw our.
Hell, any Pillarfield Ox would be pretty
anyone.
strong against this board.
Any Pillarfield Ox. Just any of them. Okay.
I guess that's technically what I asked for.
Well, we have Rootborn Defenses to make a token, so.
Yeah.
I think
Do you think it's worth playing? Because they're gonna like battalion and ping our Krasis, but they'll have to like suicide attack into our 2/4 to do it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So I guess we play the Sunspire Gatekeepers and see if they want to suicide their team to kill Krasis, Because that's a hell of an attack to do.
Yeah, Wojak Halberdiers gets first strike, right?
Yes, but
it doesn't get anything else?
No, it does not.
Okay, like Menace or something?
No,
that would be very awkward. I guess no. Back then, Menace didn't exist, so they couldn't squeeze it into the text box.
That's correct. All right, I'm going to leave up single white.
Yeah, leave up our Beacon Apparition.
I was thinking more Swift Justice, but that is a card that I could not play in the current board. Smite.
Straight up Smite. Oh, God. I forgot how good Smite was. And it's just a picture of boots. Starting to remember why I liked Return to Ravnica.
Just some boots.
Mostly because of like Ravnica proper. Although that was a much worse limited format. That was a kind of nightmare of limited.
The original?
Original Rav, yeah.
It certainly was a hell of a different world. I don't know if are they seriously throwing their board here? Like
combat tricks forever.
What's your trick? How much do I respect a trick?
If it's some kind of dumb blood rush, then I guess the first striking thing would be awkward. Really, any of it.
Yeah.
Big old blood rush would knock us right out.
I think this depends on where the Bomber Core point goes, because they could put the Bomber Core point on Sunspire Gatekeepers, and then okay, no.
Well, like Augur Spree can just straight murder one of our things, so that's not a trick per se.
Yeah, Martial Glory could do it.
I think we call their stupid bluff and make sensible blocks.
Yeah, so I think they're going to kill my Gatekeeper. I think I'm going to get their Bomber Core. I think they have one trick, not two. Oh, do they have an Electrickery or something? I guess that would get my board. What? I'm surprised that went to damage.
They did it for the Krasis.
Do you have to have something else? Electrickery for my board. Electrickery takes my board. Do it. No. Nothing.
They did it for the Krasis. I love this opponent.
I'm playing Angelic Skirmishers, thank you very much. Like...
Man.
So, First Strike, Vigilance, Lifelink. None of those abilities matter right now because I'm not making an attack. Click on the ability on the stack to choose First Strike, Lifelink, or Vigilance.
Aha! Choose First Strike, choose Vigilance, choose Lifelink.
I'm not attacking here, so...
That's fair.
Is this the opponent with Mizium Mortars? Much more likely.
That would be terrifying.
Yeah. It would make
Oh, even more terrifying.
would rather board. We would lose the game flat to it. So let's see if it happens. If I untap, Rootborn Defenses saves my life. Nope, it's happening.
No, no.
It's here! And they get 2/1/1s for it. Hell yeah!
Oh man. Yeah, pretty sure we lose from here.
Yeah, can agree with that.
It's
So
your
aerial
opponent casts
predation.
flame strike and you die.
Why am I in the arena? What happened?
I don't know.
How did I get stuck in the arena? We need to stop like Advent of the Worm, by the way. Let's just move along.
That's fine by me.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, what were we actually going to do there is the real question. See, like, I don't think I changed my play based on that because, like, I need to get out. I want this Angelic Skirmisher on the board, and if I'm able to untap with it, we can just counterspell Mizium Mortars. This changes, though. Aerial Predation goes out for...
Right. Like we're not waiting for 9 mana to be able to like guarantee Rootborn plus Angelic.
Do I want another Rootborn Defense? That
Would
lets
have been pretty good if we ever found a moment.
Yeah, we do win combats with the card, and this is going to be a game about combats and combat tricks, so I feel like that's more likely the play I want. I didn't see, like, our opponent didn't show us, if we waited for 9 mana, we would have died. There was a 5/3 in play.
I guess we could have double blocked him and Rootborn our team.
Yeah.
So there was like if we were literally looking at our opponent's hand and they were not looking at ours, then sure we could have won.
Ooh. Alright. We're off white, but we have Greenside Watcher. I don't want to play this Gatekeeper until it kills something, obviously, but... we have a lot of gates in our deck.
Deciding to mulligan 4 cards.
Yikes. Well, they kept the
5.
5. Kept 5.
5's reasonable.
Let's see if Greenside Watcher just gets the job done. Where's your chat? Where are you at? Keep it, put a guard on top. Alright.
Like what they see. Slightly ahead on cards, but double gate, beautiful.
Alright, let's...
I do think it's Greenside Watcher this turn all the same. Like that lets us untap the gate that we like fade and then behold.
Yeah, and like Ubulsar, waiting a little bit on Ubulsar isn't gonna hurt because it's like we can get a better target.
Right.
Also, I'm really happy to see white mana for Maze Sentinel of all things. Maze Sentinel's just big. Ooh, I get to attack with my gate.
I get to attack with my gate.
With my gate.
Crush them with gates.
I am here for crushing.
Cruel! You attack with all creatures every turn, and then your opponent goes away.
So the other cool thing, if our opponent, for some reason, doesn't make a 3, which could happen because maybe they're off red, something like that, we just get to play Armored Wolf Rider. Oh, okay. I'm expecting a opponent to make a play this turn. Now, Armored Wolf Rider still might just be the play.
Oh man. He is a freak for shreds.
Yeah.
The rare follow-up to the Wayne Reynolds pose.
Yeah. I don't think so.
Yeah, we're just gonna like be able to block it with the body. Like playing the gatekeepers for no value would be like killing it.
So with the gatekeeper, it's much like that one thing from Theros where you have to you can't like do it in the middle of your spell, so you always have to like undo everything you did. And
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Untap target forest.
yeah, well, this is like okay, tap like go to click the spell, but oh crap, undo everything, tap the land. Okay, here we go. This is the Rain Reynolds pose viewed from a different angle.
I see.
Yeah. Yeah, this will have Vigilance from Maze Sentinel, which was good.
No fear. What's the blood rush that beats this?
5 plus
Or is
5
it
plus
like-
1. No, that's double red. I don't know what you got, and I don't believe you. So let's see what it is. Like,
It's like Avenging
no,
Arrow.
is it Mizzy Mortars for kill this? 2 damage. It could just be Mizzy Mortars for kill my Armored Wolf Rider, which, seeing that my opponent has mulliganed to 4 or to 5, I would take a 2-for-1.
You had it called. That's... I have bad news if you don't like toughness, buddy.
Well, let's go ahead.
Got some real bad news.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get some cards out. Community chests, 2-for-1 in your favor. This card being gone is very nice because it's their strongest card by a mile. I don't need to know the other 22 cards in their deck to be able to say that. They would have to have something pretty gnarly to be able to.
Toughness.
Yes! Yes!
Oh my god!
You got it! Kaz, you got it!
This is like beyond my wildest dreams. Now let's cast Ubulsar Gatekeepers as soon as possible because it will make our opponent concede. Then we save a bunch of time. I'm really glad Mazes End taps for mana.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. Man, and the Extort?
Yep.
They should retire from shame. By the way.
Crushing. Second Mizzy Mortars, uh-huh.
I don't think we even die to that. Also, they would need like 2 more mountains right away to do that.
Eye of Ugin? Last time they made a land that didn't tap for mana. Alright.
They're probably like, what the hell is this?
I'd rather extort
What could
than
possibly
attack.
cost so much mana?
Get in! Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn. Well, now seeing yet another 2 health creature on their side of the board, what do we think of Fatal Fumes?
I'm kind of thinking that looks fine, especially because this, like, 4 in, 4 out makes this a lot, like, more palatable. Like, if this is actually getting that much value. Like, or like, you know, mana.
The flip side of that is, if we're actually getting to the point where, like, they want to be the beatdown. They have a lot of little aggressive creatures, and yeah, you know, we might 1-for-1 with Fatal Fumes, but then we've taken like 8 damage, and then and
Yeah.
it's way too late.
I think
Maybe
the
it's better than Rootborn offenses.
I think Rootborn lets us play around tricks and removal though, and or just flat combats, and we gain life enough from like just things in our deck.
I would love to ever gain life from Centaur Healer. Can we do that on like a non-joke turn?
Let's see
That
if
would
we
be great.
can.
They get to 6 mana and play
Merciless
Merciless
Eviction. Yo, oh god. Well, found another mulligan.
Wrong gate.
I don't even know if this is keepable on right gate. Oop.
Well, it's our turn. Oh man, that's ugly. That makes it a little better.
Let's see if we can just grow that and use that to our advantage. That should have been Azorius Guildgate, I think. Well, no. Yeah, technically on the odds, it's better as Azorius Guildgate there. Okay, now it doesn't matter.
Oh no, Piker.
Yeah. Somebody asks if the 6-mana kill spell's too slow. I think it's necessary. There's enough like big things that our opponent has shown that I'd like to have that for. If we're winning this, I feel like we need to get a little more out of Gyre Sage, so... Ooh!
That's pretty sweet.
Yes!
Volvark Gyre Sage, Nugga card. Worth playing the untapped land.
Full info, too. Like, we get literal perfect info on our opponent's hand now. You know, that can't be understated. That's one of the cards that actually makes the Golgari Guildgate the right one there, by the way. Though it's only because we drew the planes. Alright, let's see what we get to rip. Hopefully we get to rip something. That's the, you know, obvious, like, hope. But I'm more interested in the knowledge. Their hand is 3 lands and a 4-drop.
Carnage Gladiator!
And we get to get rid of Obzadot's aid.
And they're not going to have any aid from that.
No,
I'm feeling a little better about this game
yeah.
now.
Do I want to beat down?
We do have to reduce our opponent's life total to 0 if we're going to win.
Because I can just block the Fire Fist with Sin Collector and call that a
I'm
day.
totally okay with that. Man, Sin Collector. What a guy.
We want to
Quite
draw...
a collection there.
We want to draw...
What was their thought in keeping that hand?
I don't even know. That looks horrible.
Yeah, lands, a 4-drop, a Piker.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what I need against this person who's demonstrated so many of these 4/2s. Like, I guess, like, is Carnage... Like, especially this is a card I can just... No, like... Let me kill it. Let me draw my... Like, if I draw the Ubal Sar...
Like, what happens if we just attack into that? You know? They're like, oh, okay,
Right.
block my 4 for your 2.
So I think I'm
guess we lose 1 life.
I'm doing this. Yeah,
Yep. They did it.
we lost a
burned
life.
us.
So let's see if I draw Ubulsar.
Oh, that is savage.
Doesn't involve my guy. Do I want to do that right now? Or do I want to just attack for 2? Regen for 3. On the Carnage Gladiator.
Well, I mean, if we attack, they don't block because they're attacking for more,
And we're not blocking because they can regen, so...
right? So like attack seems kind of poor.
Well, I think attacking's fine because again we're just not blocking. I guess like we could just tap it and play Sin Collector again. Is that just better?
Yeah, that's kind of my point.
Okay, let's do that. So let's go ahead and play our. And hopefully, the hope is this has a target again. It might not. They only drew one card in between, but wouldn't that be a beatdown and a half if this actually has a target? 3 lands?
Shit. Okay, I was wrong.
No.
I was very clearly wrong.
No, we have 4 points of power on the board now. Okay. So we're going to take 4. And then we're attacking back for 4. And then we're going to do this for a while.
The knowledge crystals.
A 2/5?
Well, that just beats his guy, right?
Yeah, his guy can't beat that. Also, we evolve Gyre Sage.
Oh my god, yes. Evolution. Crunch. I would like to ever draw the other black source.
Yeah.
Because, like, murder your only guy and mill you sounds kind of cool.
Right. Though, it doesn't say can't be regened. And this can regen for 3. So we'd have to catch them a little bit. But that's not hard. Also, like, we are lucky this is non-artifact, it says. Not non-black.
Like, once you get up into 4 mana, they get a little better about those rules. Leashed.
That's gotta be leashed.
Leashed.
Yeah!
We did it, boys.
We leashed. Oh! And what if we're back on 20?
That's fine by me.
I don't think there's good attacks, though.
There really aren't. Like, he can regen his guy. And so if he double blocks, then... Like, if we serve with just Armory Guard, for instance, then he can double block and lose nothing.
Well, he'll lose 2 life because of Carnage Gladiator. Anyway, I don't think...
It's kind of cute. Maybe that's eventually how we're killing him.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, this is super silly. I'm glad we were back to 20.
Undo, and yeah, a 2/4. We need to evolve. Do we? It's a 3/4. That's kind of good.
To everybody saying words right now, our opponent doesn't have triple red, and also I have a 5 toughness minion, so... At the moment, I need to overcommit because I need to win the game before they... Like, if I just sit here and, like, wait... Master of... Oh, boy. Oh, what the hell?
What the shit is that?
Oh my god.
I don't want to go to 1.
That's not the Abyss. That's like a triple block. I just throw a bunch of minions on it and don't care.
Yeah. Kind of wanted to draw a swamp to not have to deal with the complexity of that stupid card, but...
Yeah, agreed. I'm just going to play Centaur Healer so that I can double... Also, the more important thing, this can just block and kill anything.
Right.
You say it can't kill you like my opponent doesn't control Carnage Gladiator. Yeah, we just throw everything in front of it. It has First Strike Death Touch, but only 1 power. We just block it with a bunch of creatures. It's not too bad.
Everybody under the bus.
Okay, opponent's still off of... I think they know they can't attack with it. It actually has to be a defense.
Can't regen that. Nerd.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I can't really do anything about the Master of Cruelties. Let's just... Once we draw a second Black Source, we kill it and the game ends.
Yeah, our opponent did not draw enough spells.
Yeah.
And so we get to win the video game of Magic the Gathering Online against a real-life opponent. There's something even more special happening.
Oh?
We're ahead on clock. Somehow, we have not taken as long as our opponent to make all of our decisions.
That's usually completely, like, unheard of.
That just doesn't happen.
Yeah. We need second Black Source. Okay, they have third red, so now they do have the top deck of Mortars available.
That's kind of poopy.
Yeah. It means I really want to be the aggressor here and not the one on defense. Means I might just attack all out and damn the consequences.
Alright, they get 1 creature for free, which I guess is our Gyre Sage, because that's our best creature.
They would also get Sin Collector for free if I had chose to attack with Sin Collector.
Right, because they leashed their guy, and then they take 8? No, 9.
Let's begin. I think we need to start the press. I'm not attacking with Sin Collector.
Hold back the 2/5 in case we get Byzium Mortared.
No.
No. If we get Byzium Mortared, we still lose because
if I choose to play around a 1 in 25 on every single turn of this game, I will just lose every single one of the So now see, my opponent conversely is playing to 1 out. You can see it. Like
yeah, make them play to that stupid out. Fascinating. By the way, 1 card that's 2 creatures. Blammo.
Yep. I'm not holding this one in the pocket. My opponent, again, just could top deck it and win, and that's a truth I have to accept. That's why I'm playing the aggressor here. That's why I have to play the aggressor.
Yeah, give them as few opportunities to draw this card as possible.
Because right now, look at their life total and look at my board. We attack for lethal. Okay, this looks like a big thing, but they actually die on board. The reason I made the play of Sunspire Gatekeepers is not because I wanted to lose to Byzium Mortars, but because I wanted to beat literally every other card possible. Because I can attack for... because I can attack with 6
Okay,
creatures.
you took the 24 in 25.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good follow-up to being Byzium Mortared. The game is ended! Woo!
Look at this freaking Master of Cruelties. I love this card.
What a bizarre thing.
This is...
Can only attack alone.
And it brings you to 1.
Like, this card alone can never kill you.
Right. it's beautiful. I am a big fan of like the very unique design of Master of Cruelties.
That is what I think of as a mythic.
Yes, this is absolutely not only a mythic on like flavor and stuff, but this is also quite powerful in a very like different way.
Hmm. Yeah,
So
it's quite clever. It uses the rules of Magic the Gathering to tell a story. I like that a lot. That just doesn't happen anymore.
yeah,
Everything's generically powerful. It's like, oh, I'm big and I make things big.
yeah, I remember people trying to like build decks around it where it's like, I just hit you with an unblockable Master of Cruelties with like Rogue's Passage or something, and then they just ping you for 1 point of damage with anything.
Hmm.
Just whatever. Geist Flame.
Oh man, we took a while, I guess.
Well, we went to 3 games. The other people only went to 2. Uh, 2
Exciting.
8-minute games, whereas we had 9, 7, 13. But yeah. But no, I don't mean to be like, aha, I made the play that wins 24 out of 25 times. I'm clearly the greatest. It's just that you kind of have to not. I talk about not respecting the sweeper a lot. You can't just, like, please.
Yeah, like 4 is a pretty tall Mendoza line. We don't have creatures that large. We have like 2, 3 creatures that large.
Yeah, Maze, the Maze, the fourth
Maze Sentinel,
Sentinel.
the Worm token, and the okay, 4 because the Armored Wolf Rider, I guess.
Yeah, this is a pretty clear mulligan just on colors this time.
I pretended that one of those was green. I would have kept, and that would be a mistake.
If if this was green, this would again a much
No,
different.
like the top card of our deck is Azorius Guildgate in that circumstance. Kilo? Oh, that's rough.
I kind of think this is keepable.
We can play any green thing that we draw. Awkward.
It sucks because I want that because gates are good. We're keeping gates. This is bad.
Oh no.
It's fine. This is gonna be a odd
All right.
duck of a game.
I'm gonna catch up with you in a couple minutes.
Okay, well, here's hoping I'm still alive in a couple minutes. Ooh, Simic, uh-oh. Ooh, Frilled Oculus. Our buddy, yay! I have a lot of ramp going on here. Our deck doesn't have great outlets for it, though, is the problem. Okay, they'll likely attack, because I can't block that. Yeah. Do you have, like, a Drakewing? Beetle! Oh, man, it's the Beetle Form Mage! Yay! Beetle Form Mage! Woo! I'm excited about seeing Beetle Form Mage. It's kicking our ass, by the way. Yeah, it's crushing us. We're gonna get crushed by beetles. So Beetle Form Mage is a 3-mana 2/2 that becomes a 4/4 flyer on activation. Oh, it's such a good card. Beetle Form Mage is an excellent Simic card. Rootwalla. I can't block it. I'm taking the hit. Next turn, I'll be able to play the Sentinel, evolve Gyre Sage, maybe get in, and then hopefully try to like force my opponent to have to flip out with Beetleform Mage because I have a 3/6 on the ground. I think Maze Sentinel has to go unanswered for us to win this game. And then we also need to draw into some live cards in the next 2 turns. So, we'll see how this works out. We're not in a good position right now. Not at all. But I don't feel completely worthless yet. Ooh, Keymaster Rogue. Alright.
Okay, I think I'm up to speed, except I don't understand what the blue-green card is.
It is Beetleform Mage! 3-mana 2/2 that pumps 2/2/2 flying. So let's get our Maze Sentinel going. And I'm also going to attack with Gyre Sage because I would love that trade. Yeah.
Trade for an unblockable man.
Yeah, every
Sure.
time. Yeah.
I have a feeling we're taking 7.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Rogue's Passage? They need more unblockability?
Oh, dear. Yeah.
It's kind of neat that we can gain life, I guess.
Human Insect Wizard. Is that... Yep. You weren't wrong. We are taking 7. Completely unanswerable.
Is, become the beetle form.
Good news, Keyrune has Vigilance, you're right. It's multicolored creature.
That's cute. Are they going to play their 1/3?
Probably, unless they have a 3-drop, like a 3/1 flyer, perhaps.
Or whatever the hell that thing is. What? A horned turtle?
It doubles the number of counters on target permanent. Well, not non-planeswalker permanent, basically. But this is like the Ultra Evolver. You know, once you have, if you play this and you have a 2/3 Cloudfin Raptor, it becomes a 4, and then it, or no, sorry, another of those. Sorry. Yeah, so for each counter, put another. Yeah, it's just the doubler.
Okay.
Also, it's the horned turtle actually just sort of. Oh.
Shame we don't have a token.
Yeah, I think I have to, like, get the Beetleform Mage, right?
That is the more powerful of the creatures. Although when we fail to attack with our Golgari Keyrune, that's going to be downright suspicious. Maybe we can attack with just the Keyrune. Or our Vigilance guys, I guess.
Yeah, because it has Vigilance and we still have 6 up.
Yeah.
There, now we don't look as suspicious. Yes, I'm aware it doesn't say enchantment. I wanted to shorthand my sentence and figured that somebody would call me out for it. I figure that's quicker.
All right, there you go. Legendary Horned Turtle. You got it.
Mm-hmm. See, I'm gonna have to answer that Beetleform Mage.
That is a pity.
As long as they pump it, like... Oh, God, we're even on, like, a really bad clock here, too. Like, you're pumping the Beetleform Mage, right? Okay.
Yeah, we could just block it.
Oh, yeah, let's just block it.
That would be kind of cool.
Actually, that raises a point. What if I...
So the point is that you can ever block Beetleform Mage?
Whereas Keymaster Rogue will kill me fully. Like, I could also, like, draw, like, Aerial Predation to kill this. If it jumps.
That's amusing.
I'm gonna do this way on the basis of there's more top decks that deal with this than there are with this. Mostly because the biggest
Being at
reason.
9, it doesn't make much of a difference.
Yeah.
Right? 3 attacks from either creature, and they have to invest mana in that one. And yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
The biggest is actually that Ubulsar Gatekeepers is not a live draw because we only have one gate.
Shit. And whiff.
Let's party. So, we're actually dead here because of the Rogue's Passage, but... You know, Jump the Beetle, Rogue's Passage, Corrodes the Monitor.
Alright, let's shuffle them up.
Okay. I'm willing to just move along, and...
That's some good evasion.
Yeah. So, what do we want? Is this now worth it just for... This might be worth it because the Keymaster exists. Again, 4 in, 4 out.
Wait, what does Hands of Binding do?
Tap a creature, it doesn't tap Cipher, so it does it whenever when a creature connects. Like, if we have some sort of aggression, it works. But if we don't, it just falls apart. Is Rootborn Defenses something we want in this matchup?
Probably not. They're not really interacting with this. They're trying to, like, evade completely.
Yeah, which means that, like, actually Fatal Fumes just to be able to interact slightly more with our opponent. Okay. Yeah.
Or hell, riot control. If their plan is to evade, then we can, like, gain some life and not take damage.
Right.
Be like, oh, surprise.
Is
All
there
of the mana that you spent to deal 7 damage doesn't work.
Is there something we want out for that?
The other Rootborn Defenses?
We only had one in the main.
Oh.
Second one's on the side.
Aerial Predation, then?
We only saw the Beetle form Mage, but I feel like with our opponent's game plan, this has to have a bunch of targets, you know? Things like Drakewing Krasis. Like, you know, Simic is a place where I expect to see more evasion like that. So, I realize that's a little bit of a, like, we've only seen one flyer, so, like, that's not 100%, but...
Yeah, okay.
What about Wildwood Rebirth? Is, like, again, are they killing our creatures? Maybe that could be the riot control. Because, like, how are our creatures dying?
Right? That would be kind of cool. Would have been good as riot control in that match, for sure.
Let's try that because, like, I really feel like this is going to have a lot harder time of turning on. All right. How about this? Let's try to find, like, a keepable 7 and, like, an actual keepable 6 if we have to mulligan.
What about Sin Collector on time? No gates.
I don't know how much I like this one. Sin Collector on time should have targets. It's just also likely an irrelevant body. Can we get to that skirmer? I would like this a lot better if we already had the double white.
Well, if we draw lands, they can probably produce white.
Yeah.
If we draw non-lands, then they're probably spells that we can cast.
That's maybe more's the point. Like, yeah, I don't have gates, but I have all 3 colors. I'm going to keep it just on that. Like, there's a much higher chance I mulligan and then just am off green or something like that. Even with all of the fixing we have. So.
A plains.
Dun, dun, dun.
Magic the Gathering has lands. Wait, blue.
Cloudfin Raptor, Cloudfin Raptor.
Crap.
Especially if they have Vorl with that, that becomes this unbeatable threat. Alright, that's a gate. And gates are good. We do want 2 of those over the course of the game. But yeah, Cloudfin Raptor could be this, again, if Vorl shows up, that's absolutely dreadful. Oh my god.
A creature that does not evolve
Evolve
Cloudfin Raptor?
That's impressive. I'm not gonna, like, no lie. That's incredible. Woo! There we go. Fix all my problems, won't you?
That's kind of funny.
Yeah. Let's see what our opponent's up to. This'll give us a much better, like, read on what the hell's going on. Nope. Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's happening next turn. Mutants Prey, huh?
Target creature with a +1/+1 counter on it fights target creature an opponent controls. I'm pretty happy that's gone at least. But yeah, so we got they actually don't have a double green right now, so Grows the Monitor might not come down. Anyway, let's get rid of Mutants Prey.
They're just gonna pump up their Cloudfin Raptor until it's out of reach, and then we lose.
Then we have to draw Grizzly
Aerial
Spectacle.
Predation.
Or yeah, we have a couple draws. Like, we're not, like, completely out of it.
Grizzly Spectacle. Yeah. You know, that takes a while to get going.
Right. Voril is 2 to activate. What I mean there is that on turn 4, they can't, like, pop Centaur's Herald and use Voril. Which is kind of the important part. Or maybe they'll use Centaur's Herald here. Oh man, a 3 even to go with my Maze's End turn.
That's kind of sweet.
Excellent.
So they, like, 100% want to pop the Centaur's Herald.
Yes. This is good. We're going to get Skirmisher on time. And maybe we can lifelink past whatever this gets up to. Don't attack with Sin Collector. That's...
It'll die to a 3/3.
Yeah, onboard tricks. Our opponent already plans on popping that. We are taking the hit from the Centaur next turn. We also do have, like, the panic button to Riot Control. Okay, no new information. Voril? Frilled Oculus. Oh, they want to evolve correctly. I see. Because Voril can evolve that next turn.
Right. Makes sense. He's a 1/4.
And yep, we're going to be taking that hit. No blocks, because I would like to keep a team for Angelic Skirmisher.
Hey!
That'll do it. So let's get in with Kingfin's Pet. Might have to use Sin Collector as a blocker on the next turn. Maybe not, actually. It might be more valuable as a blocker on the Angelic Skirmisher turn. We'll see. Which creature do you exile? Depends on the size of the Cloudfin Raptor at the time. Likely the Cloudfin Raptor, though. Because Voril, like... Yeah, Voril still is a threat and, like, can duplicate things, but Cloudfin Raptor is going to be attacking for 6, then 12 in succession. So, you know. Wish I could riot control on the turn. I think our opponent will probably just attack with like two, maybe not the frilled. Yeah, I was gonna. We have to save from the frilled oculus, so then we gotta use our Maze's End, and we should grab an Azorius Gate. Kind of find it funny that our opponent has played absolutely nothing new. All right, so here we go. The play that matters. Angelic Skirmisher. And I'm actually going to pass without attacking with Kingpin's Pet.
Well, couldn't you choose Vigilance and make that free?
Oh, you are correct. I'm sitting here thinking like I have to lifelink it. I wanna... But you're right. Good call. Good call. I probably wouldn't have thought of that until I got to this point, and then probably would have been too late.
Hooray! I helped you make a play.
Because I feel that it's likely Kingpin Pet is just going to be blocking Clefin Raptor when it comes in for, 20 or whatever. But yeah, we're definitely lifelinking on the next turn, and then Trostani's Judgmenting. 4.
Or they won't have mana for Vorl, and instead, we lose.
No?
Attacker block. What a bizarre card.
We don't lose because...
Yes, triggered abilities are cool too.
We're still alive. I'm just gonna always yield to that. I think we want lifelink here.
Yeah, like unless we're planning like a first strike to ward off the other attackers and willingly take 3.
Yeah. Mostly I'm thinking I want to do this and just throw that in front of this. This Kingpin's Pet is gonna do as much work as possible here. Okay, this is gonna be Trostani's Judgment on the flyer. Do I just want to take care of that now? Less chance of my opponent drawing something
let's just
to...
extort. Dispel is in the format, so we're never safe.
Yeah.
Blammo.
Like,
Judged.
So let's get lifelink and I'll attack. Next turn we get to play Slaughterhorn and hold up a fog. We cannot extort Blood Rush. You are correct.
Yeah, it's not casting the spell, it's activating an ability from hand, which also makes it uncounterable. Winddrake! Good old Winddrake.
And then they're going to get in for as much damage as possible while I am currently unable to defend myself, so which makes a lot of sense. I think they should be attacking me for 7.
Yeah, that's awkward. Now we have to first strike.
Well, luckily, Riot Control, this is where this shines, We want to Slaughterhorn. And we're definitely extorting off it. Because the first strike blockers are actually really effective at making our opponent just not want to attack. And if they do attack, we get to, like, riot control and then eat their board. You know?
Mm.
Stop auto-yielding. Did we trust Donnie's judgment a Cloudfin Raptor? Yes.
Yep. 1 mana in, 6 mana out. We do not Blood Rush Kingpin's bet because it doesn't win us the game.
Yeah. Yeah, that would lifelink for 5. Yeah, the riot control is only prevent all damage that would be dealt to you. I want our opponent to go for broke. Yikes.
Scary. They've drawn a lot of spells.
Oh dear, they are. This is what
That's
I would
kinda
call going for
disgusting.
broke, isn't it? Let's choose first strike. Yeah, okay. Was thinking about using Maze's End at my upkeep. Alright. Yeah, we're in a bad way. Luckily, Riot Control gains us like 7 life.
They could only jump one of their creatures. Like Frildoculus, Beetle Form Mage,
And they can
and
only-
1 forest.
Yeah. Okay, so here it comes.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, if we want first strike. Now, are they willing to throw things away, or are they just going to hit us for 4? Oh my god. Okay. I'm taking 4. Yosh. Yep, go to 1.
It's ugly.
We only need 1 point of life to win, so let's
We're gonna end the maze here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
let's go grab a gate. Doesn't really matter which. Ooh, if they do that again next turn, we get to punish.
That's kind of sweet.
I can't believe that this, like, they answered our angel with a green-blue pacifism, of course, but... Because that's normal, like, place to be, but... Oh, I am... This is such a deadly dance we're playing here. The deadliest dance.
Yeah, like the awkward part is our opponent does not need to add more stuff to the board to pressure us.
Correct.
They just get to casually, like, okay.
Hey! This is it. This is the turn we get to eat things. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and Defenders. We want to kill off the Centaur token and the Windrake. So, yeah. They don't need to do anything. I guess we lose to a counterspell.
Okay, Frildoculus gets pumped. That's cool.
Let's respond to that with some news that we can use.
By the way...
Fog! Ain't it beautiful?
It's one impressive fog. Replacement Windrake, beautiful.
Okay. Fine.
Do we want to UT Grizzly that, or are we expecting to like draw something irrelevant?
No, I kind of like grizzlying that. And then we can vigilance in.
Mm.
Yeah, let's do that, and then we can upkeep stuff on my turn. We can use the Maze's End on my upkeep to get us a better shot at drawing.
Because like Beetle Form Mage is technically more dangerous than that, right?
Right, but this lets us get in for 5 right now. And that could just be how we win here, is we like get in for 5 now, and then like if they attack with Beetle Form Mage, then they have no flying blockers. We can win in that manner.
Okay.
This is risky. There's risk here, but I feel like in order to win this, we need to take some risks. And we mill them a land, I guess. Or no, I'm sorry, cards equal to its power. Right, mill 2. So, Maze's End, we can 2, 3, and go grab a Cynic Gate. Okay.
It's a decent card.
That's pretty good. So choose Vigilance.
I like Vigilance more than Lifelink because Lifelink would make our opponents' plays straightforward, and I want them to have to like think. Because now that they have the other forest, that's like tons of more power on their side.
And I'm gonna still first strike here.
Oh man, does that affect our worm token?
It does not, because it's not in play. I have to do it this way though, because we need to. It has to be a surprise.
Okay.
It has to be. I could have life-linked and been like a worm token and such, but I feel like the surprise is so much more powerful.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. That wins us the game. The opposite. Okay, they don't want to. We win.
Oh man, that was hard fought. Yeah, that was my thought. It wins us the game rather than like staving them off. Because if I worm and then they're just like, well, fuck that, I'm not attacking, and then we don't have attacks. Any changes now that we know what our opponent's doing a little more?
We saw a lot of flyers from them, like aerial predation.
They had 2 Windrakes.
We'll kill a Windrake.
Yeah. Reborn Defense is still not worthwhile. See, Beckon Apparition just isn't big enough to matter against their flyers. Because like it's either it's basically Windrake or higher.
2 health, 4 health.
If they showed more Drakewing Crasises, that would be a little more realistic. But they showed 0 rather than the Windrakes. What else? No, I think we're just kind of set the way we are.
I like how Angelic Skirmisher won us the game through a pacifism.
Isn't this ridiculous? Oh, also, thanks, Fog.
Also, Fog. Yeah, my God.
Thank you, Fog. Thanks for your help. I can't believe, like, if only Bioshift worked the way you wanted it to. Yeah. If I could steal the +1/+1 counters with it, is what you mean. This is a hard-fought match. I'm very happy with this one, and can see why our opponent's in the finals. Like, that game basically was... I think the more defining feature of the game was our opponent only being on single green.
Yeah, if they had been able to pump multiple root wallas, we would probably be out.
Right, like they would be like a 3-5 on the ground actually presses our defenses way too much there.
Oh man, we did fog to gain 18 life. Maybe that's the amount. Maybe that's enough. Like if I gain 18 life for 3 mana.
Yeah. So for we've had the conversation a lot about how much
Yeah,
life.
I think we're gonna keep having that conversation as time goes on.
But no, I think 18, that's over the line. I'll give you that much. That is way over the line of what I would play.
Gain 18 life.
Let's see. Not to the Bone is another card I know is on the other side, on the side of the line that I'll play. I think that's probably a good.
Yeah, that's gain like that's like gain 8 life and then flashback gain 20 life. It's pretty disgusting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Reno Jackson.
We're gonna be rich.
Man, the sad fact is Reno Jackson would not be very good in Magic.
No. Also, you'd have to prove it. That would suck.
Right.
Like, Magic Online obviously could automatically do it without having to, like, prove that it's real. Though, like, I would still... But in actual Magic, you would have to, like, and then I reveal my deck and show that, no, there are not 2 swamps in my deck.
Thankfully, we have things like Platinum Empyrean to not have to worry about that.
Yeah. The final match. This is Game 3, Round 3. We've gone to as long as possible with this stream. Nah, come on. I would want it to be the real ass Reno. No duplicates, other including basics. You actually need to be Highlander. Nice standard deck with like 20 duels. I don't even know how that'd work. It'd be terrible. But yeah, Reno couldn't work in Magic because it's not provable. Wait, no, we gained 18 life. Someone said off that. Right.
That's what someone stated. I didn't count.
Okay, but if we gained 18, we had the Extort for 1 more.
Oh my god.
And then, oh, dang. Aerial Predation,
that's pretty spicy.
Sin Collector.
Sadly, our guy doesn't Swamp Walk, but that's about it.
Yeah, that's actually the worst thing. But, I mean, it's still Scavenge as well. And we have our 2 gates, so good start. So, oh, right. I still have a stop on my... Oh, my God.
Wait, we get to gain life?
We might get to play Centaur Healer on time.
Would we rather do that or collect sins on time?
I feel like Sin collecting on time is more relevant, sadly. But...
Because we want him to hit.
Yeah. If it's a Beetle form mage...
What if they play a... problem?
Yeah! We talked about it, unblockable creatures. That certainly is what our opponent is literally made of.
Right, they had Keymaster Rogue. They had Rogue's Passage. And now...
Now this. Alright, let's see if we need to hit with this. Well, honestly, I just love knowing. The knowledge is more important to me. Okay, Beetle form mate. Oh, they have the Rogue's Passage as well. Vorel and Krasis. Oh god, Vorel? Oh no.
Okay, I know how we're losing.
Yeah, I think I know how we're
That's
losing
cool.
this one. That's fine. Now we know what the
Maybe they will make a terrible mistake and give their guy flying.
choose the method of your destruction. I guess this is what we're playing here. So they play Voril here because Voril evolves Krasis. Then next turn they play Beetle Form Mage. We can dismiss the forest.
Yeah, that'll further evolve Maze it.
Yeah, and then they'll also have 5 mana, so they'll be able to double it up. This is harsh. We don't have a lot of time. Beetle Form Mage
Grizzly
isn't an actual...
Spectacle would be nice.
Yeah.
Would be pretty cool.
Aerial Predation's good for dealing with Beetle Form.
Yeah.
I'm also going to play the Key Rune because that way we can both make 2/3 drops next turn, but also I can play Trostani's Judgment if it comes off the top. That's actually the play I care more about, is Trostani's Judgment as a live draw next turn. So, Voril is known. Man, Rogue's Passage as well. Well, unless they draw an island, they can't play Beetle Form Mage and Voril. So that's good. They have to, and that means they're going to play Beetle Form. Because they don't have
right, that would do the same thing.
Yeah.
And, you know, this one gives them a free attack with Vorel.
Okay. Right. So then next turn I think I'm going to play Centaur Healer and probably leave up Aerial Predation. Okay.
Yeah, land.
Let's see if I can snip that Beetle Form Mage.
This is pretty sweet. We have the threat of Key Rune, so they can't attack with Vorel.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we have about 4 turns here. Hi, Mastazah. I'm glad you caught up. Welcome to the end of the stream. That evolves it.
Gross.
So, yes, yes, yes. Where's my well playing? Or my?
Ha! You took to the skies.
Thank
Eat.
you. Or like that was an error. You know. That's what I need right there. Is that was an error. Okay, so now all we need to really do is draw a way to deal with Elusive Krasis. That would be enough for us to get back into this game. Our opponent's still holding a removal spell, but we don't...
Oh man, if we do draw the removal spell, do we send with Centaur Healer, hoping that he blocks and then scavenges onto his guy? Okay, that didn't happen, so never mind. Not worth worrying about.
Yeah. Would think about it, yeah. But anyway, until then, we're going to play some 3-mana 2/1s and pass the turn and leave up Death Touch as a threat. Alright, so we have 2 turns to live, I think, is the number. We get 2 draw steps.
Right, so we're thinking pump to 6, which he's not doing.
Well, he's hoping to draw a blue off of that. By the way, this is a pretty decent draw spell. Yep, so he drew the blue, so he gets to do it.
Oh, crap. Okay.
With 4/4 simply, I think that's a safe bet. Our opponent Chris here probably knows exactly what the odds were.
Born in 1911-22.
Yeah.
Just send with Vorel. You know you wanna... Okay, fine.
Alright, so we're gonna take... Oh, we're taking 3. You're not gonna... Excuse me?
There's no way that's correct.
Yeah.
I mean, we can't punish him, but there's no way that's
There's absolutely no way. Sadly, we need to draw, live, and that's absolutely not happening in here. The big thing is we only have, 2 live cards. I think it's Trostani's Judgment and Grizzly Spectacle, right? Is there anything else you can think of? Oh, that's necessary. That's extremely good for their deck, by the way. Make your Cloudfin Raptor Ophidian. They don't actually have as many evolved creatures as I would expect, but they do have, Thrashing Moss Dog, which can trigger off that, Ain't the worst. Hit me.
All right, this time. This time for sure. Seriously?
Seriously?
Do you know what Vorl does?
Okay, maybe... Ooh! We never let them activate it last game.
Maybe they don't know. Maybe they think it just like gives them one more counter. And
Yeah,
it's
maybe
not worth it. I mean, not like we have anything impressive going on ourselves.
They should end step it at least, and then they'll learn. By the way, we're dead. We should be dead. For each counter,
Okay.
put another one of those. All right, look, it goes to 6.
Okay, they did it. Woo!
So it goes to 12, and then they just literally use Rogue's Passage and kill us. Maybe he's trying to complete quests. Yeah.
Got the MTGO quests.
So now that our opponent does know what Vorl does...
Looks like they figured it out.
Crap.
They're like, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
610. That's better than I thought.
Kill me. What? Use Rogue's Passage and kill me. Alright. Go to 1.
Okay. 3 live draws, arguably.
I don't even know if they're live any... Oh my god. Grizzly Spectacle.
Oh man.
Alright. We got a turn.
We wait for the... With Grizzly Spectacle, we wait for them to, like, overpump it.
Overpump.
Oh, God.
Well, that's it. That's our route. We found it.
Let me tell you how wrong you are, buddy.
Oh my god.
They're doing it. Do it. Overkill us.
Overkill us. Yes, okay.
Yes.
Okay, we've gained an out.
This is so good.
We've gained a real out. Fog gives us 1 draw. Uh-huh.
Now they figured out Rogue's Passage.
They've given us 1 turn.
Right here, Grizzly Spectacle.
This is
It's on top of our deck. It has to be on top of our deck.
1 in 24. I'm... Oh my god. Are you ready, Kaz?
I'm ready. Oh my god, come on.
Oh!
Damn it. Okay.
Ah.
Well, it was fun. It was fun trying to believe. There's a dog. There's a dog who wants my attention. Hello.
I'm happy there wasn't out.
Man, I want to know where it was. I want to see it like 1 card from the top.
It was too legendary. It would have been absolutely too good to happen.
Yep. Okay, we lose to an unblockable 48-52, I guess.
I guess. You know,
Thanks to like dumb doubling.
as far as ways to lose Magic goes, like I guess that happens sometimes. Like,
Fish mutant. Their deck was pretty tight
yes.
on the whole. I think Bread for the Hunt is about the worst card in their deck, and that's still like usable for them. So
Yep. Come on.
No!
This is knowledge we need.
no, we need to know.
Okay.
Okay, it wasn't the top.
Wasn't in the top, so I do need to know where. Bottom? Was it the bottom card? Was it the bottom card? was it? Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Okay, middle card, directly middle.
Okay.
But yeah. Anyway.
Bumper card. That's not exciting at all. So yeah, we go to minus 42.
Minus. Yeah,
Shame.
we die. We
We
absolutely
lose
die.
2 extra wizards worth of.
They blow us up with that cannon from the new set. The
Pay 50 life, deal 50 damage.
where is it? I don't know what it's called.
All right.
Anyway,
Oh, we
not important.
definitely had a Magic the Gathering.
We did. I am very glad about this. This one had a really good outcome. Our deck, like, especially for like how it started. We went down. We went down the Maze's End plan, and like obviously that's never gonna work in limited. But like I wanted to see, but it was actually a pretty decent like filter option for us, and it led us in a direction that ended up playing out just fine. So.
Well, that's arguable.
I think the cards led us into a direction that, like, because we already were going to go with green-white, and then, like, black was just open, you know? So...
Black was pretty damn open. Grizzly Spectacle should not have gone that late. And it would have won us the damn game if we had drawn it right there. And they get all greedy, and they're like, oh, yeah, I'll put my guy to, like, 20. And then, yo, Grizzly Spectacle, you mill your deck.
Yeah,
Pass.
again, for those who are...
Yeah, what a goofball way to interact with your opponent.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Magic is quite a game.
Yeah, I'm very excited by it. I'm glad we had a fun and exciting time playing, coming back to Dragon's Maze. This was very.
Oh man,
silly.
I'm glad I got to see the art for Dread Spectre again. That's Magic the Gathering
That's
art
some
right
Magic
there.
the Gathering art. Dang.
It has the Google eyes already built in. You can't improve it with Google eyes.
Just look. I like this arm. All right. Well, thank you, Kaz, for joining for this excellent draft.
I'm glad I could help.
Absolutely.
I know. I got you 2 extra damage with that one play. That's what I helped with.
Well, you always help. Kaz, you were always helpful.
Yeah, like I told you to do all the right plays, and then I left for a minute.
And then I disappeared.
But no,
into the mist.
it was fun, and that's actually why I do it.
Same here. I wouldn't do this if it wasn't fun to do. But yeah, thank you everybody in the zoo. I hope you all enjoyed the return to return to Ravnica. It was an excellent time. I'm glad to have gone. So, have a good night, everybody.
Good night.